Okay, back in action. So, between episodes, I've queued up a few turrets to be built in some different places to cover the rest of the perimeter wall. We're going to turn this into a secondary sort of warehouse zone, and it'll be our plasteel production area as well, I think. Anything else? We're going to tear this wall section out so we can put a turret here and not block pathing around this section. That way we have coverage on this entire external wall with turrets to discourage sappers. That's probably about everything we did. So let's get going. So we got an inbound threat, 2 days, 23 hours, land attack. Let's take a look at the research tab quick. So we're getting the hunter-killer research done soon. And so what I'm thinking is when we get the hunter-killer, we do some trade runs initially, and then shortly thereafter we'll go hostile. Yeah, so we're getting our assemblers built, and then we'll get transport pods and the hunter-killer. So when we get the transport pod, we can do some deliveries to some nearby human settlements to make quick allies with them. And then when we have the hunter-killer, we can load the hunter-killer up with trade goods, quickly fly over to them and do some trading. And then shortly thereafter, we'll go completely hostile. And during that time, we'll be building our first T-800s as well. So I think that'll work out pretty good. I also think once we have 800s, I may switch over to Hildegard at that point. I'm debating doing it now. Maybe we'll look at it after this raid comes in 2 days. Actually, I think we will do it after this raid comes in 2 days. I'm going to just commit myself to it now. We'll get this raid done and immediately switch to Hildegard. I just don't want to switch to a raid-themed storyteller when there's an inbound raid, just in case it gets weird and doubles things up or something. I don't know exactly how the threat detection works, so... We'll need some lights. Also, we need to build a roof. And home zone. I cannot see anything. Okay, that's right. That door is on the outer arc, yeah, so there'll be a door here. We can deconstruct this. They'll have the walls done. Alright, so. Put a panel and a granite auto door. Then we need some more lights in here somewhere. I'm thinking... maybe. Yeah, that worked. That looks pretty good. Actually, let's cancel these. We'll put them directly across from the other lights. That'll look better. Like that. And we'll see if that lights that up enough. It should. And then we need autoclaves. Do we have autoclave? I'm assuming it comes as part of the plastics. Is it not? Is it not in here? Is it under something else? Oh, it's not under Rimatomics, it's Rimafeller. Dur. Yeah, so there's the autoclaves. So these are, they look like 4x4 buildings, yeah. So I need to plan out how this room's gonna look. Okay, let's see. If we put 2 here, then we can put pallets, a pallet in between for the raw material, like that. And then I needed, what else was I going to store in here? There was something else I wanted to put in that room, I thought. The syntholine and the steel will go in crates. So maybe there wasn't. Maybe I'm... just not remembering? I don't know. We'll just queue that up for now then. That'll be fine. Is this bill still active? Yes. So suspend this. Let's turn these on. We need 100 of one of these and 25 of the other, I think. I'm just going to set them both to 100 for now. We'll have extra of one initially, and then we'll take care of the other one afterwards. Maybe I wanted to move something out of here, because we've got a bunch of shit in here. Also, we don't need our plasteel in here. No plasteel. No uncured plasteel. For now, we'll put it all out in this zone. Yeah, okay, that should be good. Alright, so this... clear all, priority important, uncured plasteel. We should store our concrete slabs somewhere. Spacecraft chunks. You did not damage any building integrity. Anything else nearby? We finished this, right? I think we did. Yes. I should do a concrete chunks pallet. I think we can put it in the kill box. Makes sense. Oh, we needed to deal with shirts and stuff. So we have... this is critical level, so if we set this to low... and then this... no, this one... yeah, awful to good. Should have all the shirt types in it. Yeah, so they should move those now, except for the ones we've forbidden. And they will get recycled. Because they're all junk, yes? Yes. Why did you take the plasteel there? It's very strange. Alright, so this should be critical for concrete slabs. We can do concertina wire, but I don't think that's worth having a pallet for. Is this all intact? Nope. Are we missing a gap of home zone? Nope. Just was missing for some reason. Oh, shoot. we need to home zone this so it gets repaired. Just doing a home zone check while I have it up. We've got some extra areas, but I'm just going to leave them flagged at this point. Alright, we need to make sure that we clean these walls. Good, and sandbags around this turret. It does block this doorway a little bit. It doesn't matter. They only need to go in there to occasionally refill the turret barrel. So I think it's fine. EMP shells to 10, high explosive. Let's up this to 25, I guess, just because that's what a stack is. Let's do it 20 so they don't overdo it. If anything ever happens to this room, it's gonna just explode. Oh yeah, put a turret in here just to cover the south wall. Yeah, because that one covers that perimeter. So really the only place they might try to break through is in here. But at that point they're near the kill box, so hopefully it's fine. Working on components, getting components back up. I'm going to drop this to 50. That way they make plat steel. Compensated fighting. Let's take a look. Tammy the Monosword. Funny. Several separate groups of the pirates will arrive in transport pods. So, okay, so this says the group of pirates is this, right? This, like, I don't know what this is, 40 people? And it says several separate groups will arrive in transport pods. So are we going to have 40 groups, 40 people split into groups arriving at once? Are we going to have 40 people split into groups arriving at different times? Or are we going to have some combination of that? 40 showing up immediately, showing up multiple times, 40 multiple times at once, or multiple times over days? I don't know. The rewards aren't that good. I mean, a linked monosword will be good if we get a brawler, but it's also going to be only as good as, well, as the brawler is. And if the brawler dies, it's worthless, so. I mean, it's also the Empire faction, and we can't trade with them, so they don't really care about them either. So I think I'm going to ignore it. I almost accepted it just because it was something to fight, but really it doesn't do anything good for us. So I don't think it makes sense to do it. Okay, so let's switch the shirts back on to the way it was. So if we do that, and then we go, we don't need to forbid these anymore. This should all be fine. They should be moved over to where we want them. So I guess it's just the one t-shirt. And then the pants is the other thing. So we got Mega Sloth wool pants, excellent quality. Are those actually any good? Doesn't look like they are, because the double strand's right there, so that they'd have to be ahead of it on the list. So you are gonna do a chore for me. Pick up these pants. Pick up these pants. Go stand over here. Then go like this. That didn't work. Go like this. That didn't work. Okay, pick that up. Pick that up. Go down here. And then go like this. Great. That works. You gotta stand on the bottom of it because they go to the left and to the right when you drop them. And then go like this. There. Let's haul you. And then that one will be hauled into the proper reserve. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, so a little bit of micromanaging to get the stockpiles to work right, but pretty much it's the way it needs to be. Alright, I got the autoclaves built even though we don't actually currently have... Oh, grid excess. We need more power. Actually, let's put it in... Don't exactly know how this precisely works. If we put it here, does that work? I think we only have one extra rod. Let me make sure that that's correct. No, we have 3. So put one there, one there. Actually, we could remove this one and then just do like this. Then we got to get these moved around before the core. Okay. Or the reserve power drains from the batteries. Alright. You go manage reactor. Make sure the levels look good. They should be fine. Yeah. Piece of cake. And we're putting out plenty of power again. Oh, let's do the last test fire. We're actually almost done with the research here. That should be it. Yep, just has to update. One day to attack. Let's go peek behind this wall. Alright, there we go. That is done. So now they need to research the rest with the data they collected. And we'll have our first upgrade for our laser tower thing. Our obelisk. Alright. So, nothing. Cool. Just a little void in the hillside. It's about what I expected. Never know, though. There can always be little hidden treasure rooms. Not because of, like, the actual ruin, the actual ancient danger, but because of the building city stuff. There could be like a little room back here that had some sort of loot in it from the city generation that was blocked by the ancient danger being spawned onto the map. I'm not saying that does happen, I'm saying I think it can happen, just to be clear. How are we doing our resources? 4,000 steel, which is good, but we could get some more. Time, 21 hours. We want to be careful because we don't want to send people too far from the base. Let's go over here. We'll tear up this section of floor. That should be a small enough task that it doesn't risk much. Still working on components. I suppose we must have used some. Maybe the last time I looked at it, we didn't have one of the autoclaves built yet. We have 1 trillion oil. How much synthylene do we have right now? 785. I'm thinking, okay, what we should do is we should actually set this up so we don't have to micromanage it. So synthylene, do until you have X. And we'll call it 1,000. So if we have it set to make 1,000, then we can leave this on. We also have, I don't like this chem fuel sitting in this stockpile either, so I'm going to turn this back on. That way it goes into the tanks. Just because I don't want this to catch the little stockpile on fire. Do we need this trade beacon? Not sure. Could sell rocket launchers potentially. Or shells. I guess. It fits well in there. Sure, why not? Why is this power line not connected? Weird. Very weird. Oh, we should also have one of these probably in here in case anything happens, the shells don't detonate. It seems like a good spot for it. Does anywhere else need a fire foam popper? We should put one by the mortars too, because if they go, they're gonna chain and explode each other. They'll all die for sure. I got one up there. Got one there. We got one there. I think that's good. Looks like they took all that apart and hauled it already. 9 hours till attack, though, so we're not going to queue anything up. We'll let them go idle. Anybody nearby? You. Come here. Oh. Cargo pods. That's 8 hours. Let's see what they are. Okay, that's pretty good. Go, go, go. Go grab them quick, somebody. What are you doing out there? Wandering. I wish you wouldn't. We should probably have nano kits set up to be made as well at this stage. Crafting 6 too actually is, I think, perfect. Oh, it takes intellectual. Crafting 6, intellectual 6. I see. I see. Okay, so let's go basic. 4 and 4, so 600D can do that. I mean, we'll set this up since we're near playing with it, but we don't need to make more than 26. Steel and silver. I don't like that it takes silver. Well, whatever. Killbox walls are intact. Time, 5 hours. Is anybody doing anything dumb? Yeah, close to it. Oh, no, that's what I want. Tear this wall out at some point. Because we like to live dangerously. Let's tear a wall out when there's 5 hours to attack and there's, hey, yo, bud. Don't just fucking tear it out and not haul it away. Alright, I'm thinking we go defensive positions. We'll wait another hour. We'll wait till 2 hours is left. And we'll keep an eye on everybody and make sure they don't go anywhere dumb. A refugee on the run. A farmer. We could rescue a farmer and then imprison him. We're not gonna do that. It's not very SkyNet. Yeah, actually, this is a good thing to do to also check their defensive positions and make sure they all make sense with any weapon swaps you might have done recently. Which reminds me, I think the thing I want to do after the hunter killers is get our plasma rifles. I'm going to queue that up before I forget about it, because I did forget about it. This was something I thought of the other day after I'd shut the game down, which is, I believe, under pulse charge, maybe? Yes. Alright, so that'll give us that. Time, 0.9876. Minor break risk. Why? You're a 600. Oh, yeah, because the 600s are cranky if we don't change them. Hideous environment, -15. Well, we're going to edit him just because I don't want to deal with that bullshit. We'll just give him simple-minded like the 70s. That was old, right? You're not berserk currently. No, you're good. Multiple angles. That's a lot of dudes. They have nothing immediately dangerous. I mean, we've got incendiary weapons, grenade launchers, frag grenades, but let's make sure we didn't miss anybody on the outsides. And then this group, yeah, the same. No rocket launchers. One question. This is, how many people is this? 39 here, 50 here, 80 people. Okay, I'll turn the robots off. I don't know if recall is enough for deactivate. Deactivate might be actually turning like the power off or something. It might be entirely a waste of time. Here's a good question. You have, if we go like this, you can pick it up. Okay, so who is not... Let's take you, right? If you go pick this up, and then I send you down here, right? And then we grab, you have EMP grenades, so you're not actually needed, although you do only have a carbine. Still, you should be fine. You go here. You guys are going to swap places. That way we have a backup rocket launcher if things are getting too messy. realistically, we should have like the rocket launchers in here, but I don't like them being on the perimeter like this. I like them being interior to the base a little bit. It probably would have been a good idea to build this kill box mirrored, so the enemies enter over here instead of over here, and our tunnel for grenading is over here. Wonder if it's worth a rebuild. I don't think it is. Actually, it might be. That might be a longer term project, because I want to add a second row of turrets on the side, right? So if we build them over here, they're going to be on the outside as well, which is bad for sappers. So I think if we do that, if we build a grenade corridor, we turn this around so the grenade corridor stretches through here at some point. The new entryway is over here somewhere. And then we put a row of turrets down here. I think that would work. Now is not the time for planning that, but let's also make sure they're actually all coming in and not doing anything weird like lighting walls on fire. I don't think we have any external wooden walls anymore. Why are you so slow? Your femur is shattered. From a high explosive shell? Oh, you know what we can do? We shouldn't do that too much though, because now it might target the group by the kill box. Because we can't designate a target. So yeah, we should have activated that right away when they showed up. I kind of forgot that we had that busted thing there. Also, you should get it by the embrasure. How did they get hit by a shell though? That's the thing I'm wondering. Unless... Oh, wait, you know what it is? They were hit by a shell on a previous raid and left the map, I bet, and they came back. Because that's a permanent injury, a shattered femur. That's not a recent injury. I wonder if any of these other scars can be traced to us. That's really neat. Because that is something that this game does. Oh, you should be using your grenades. That's my bad. Now the melee guys seem to be clustered around the back, which is interesting. And there's a fire in there, which is funny. It should probably spread to some of the other ones. It's from the laser from this guy. Let's go crazy. Let's try this. Let's see how bad of an idea this is. If we do this here. Okay, so it destroys the wire, obviously. Extensive repairs there. That's a good test fire, though, right? To see, like, okay, so the walls can take it, right? Good to know. Oh yeah, because it's two groups, so only one of the groups is fleeing so far. We don't want to use rocket launchers on these kind of raids if we can avoid it because of this damage to the kill box. But if we getting overwhelmed, it absolutely is a viable strategy. I think that was the 3 rifles firing in sync. It sounded like somebody was just going crazy with them. And, but I think it was just all of them in sync. 1 and then the 2nd and then the 3rd. So it sounded like somebody was just going completely ham. Alright, a bunch more shit. So we've got you dead in 3. You're dead. You're dead in 5. Rick. You capture Rick. You strip Slizzard. Alright. Next. Reinforced heavy. Any wall breaches? Yes. A bunch of wall is down. We'll replace it with the highest quality concrete walls. Wait, no, that's not right. I don't know why some of these don't have blueprints after they get destroyed, and some of them do. I don't get it. It's maybe our rocket launcher strike doesn't like fix the blueprints back afterwards? I don't know. We definitely don't have enough for that, so we make sure we add a bill for that. Let's change this, just do until we have 10 in spare at all times. So, now we got to do the usual haul urgently on the corpses that are the highest priority gear to strip. Which is a bit annoying. For you, gentle viewer. I'll also keep an eye on if we see any weapons we really want. I didn't see anything in their big mass of weapon notifications when we highlighted them all. Metallic wool pants. Hells yeah. Okay, so we got to make sure we remove pants from the processing, the recycling. Wait, is this another living person? This is another living person. Let's try and strip Williams before their gear gets tainted. Hyperweave pants. So, 2 good sets of pants that are upgrades. That's pretty nice, actually. These blueprints are really annoying. Hyperweave t-shirt, yes. I think the only t-shirts we'll ever keep are going to be the Hyperweave ones, but... But yeah, I don't know what the butt there was actually supposed to be for. I just said it. Hey, Chili. Dice from Dragon Ball Z. Well, Dragon Ball Super. So I think we missed some of them down here in this shit, because there is one in here that's a corpse. You. And you have nothing good for me. And then you're alive, and you're a corpse, and you have nothing good for me. Okay, let's go. Oh, let's first bump up hauling. You guys, this many of you do not have tasks. All right. Go, my pretties. Pants. We gotta turn off here. Awful to good. No pants, t-shirts. Let's do no pants, t-shirts, or button-down shirts, just in case I missed any good shirts we wanted. Did anybody take any actual damage there? One gunshot from a service rifle. That seems pretty good to me. Rick. Be intended. Yeah, you don't need to be drafted anymore. And what is your gear, Rick? That's fine. And are you guys clothed? Dude, double strand pants. So I think what we can do let's not do that yet. We'll leave that intact. So I think what we can do for the kill box is kind of slowly transition over a little bit. Oh, the robots. Well, I mean, the drones, whatever you want to call them. Go, my pretties. Fly. I think I already made that strange, random Wizard of Oz reference once. Alright, let's haul the ambrosia before that deteriorates. Marine armor. Carbine. Service rifle. Because we'll want service rifles as an upgrade if we expand the kill box. They have longer range. More ambrosia. I don't know. Sure. Another service rifle. Some drugs. Medicine. 12. Which is strange that there's a stack of 12 medicine just sitting there. Bullpup, what is your range? 31. Which is comparable to an assault rifle. Ah, more drugs. Yeah, we got weapon overflow again. The range weapon stacks are both full. It's pretty yucky. Okay, we have 2 crates here that are both under full of the same type. These are the... Wait, what are these? Melee weapons. Oh, because we are, yeah. So let's go here with you. Copy settings, paste settings. Because the melee weapons we process. We're melting them down. So we'll do a range weapon crate. Oh, look at that go. Look at that guy go. Just sitting right between the 2 crates like that. It's very nice. We really need like a weapons vendor. So the big reason, I didn't say this before, I talked about wanting to do some trades, but part of the big reason I want to do trades is there's these drone production things. I don't know what you want to call them. Spawners, that's what they call them in the mod. These drone spawners. And you can only get them as quest rewards or by buying them. They don't raid in 4 hours via drop pods. Well, let's double check to make sure scrambling's on. Yes. So, yes, so the drone spawners are only rewards and from vendors. And I would really like to get at least one, ideally the silverfish one, in the base. So that's why we're going to try and do some trading and with the hunter-killers before we go hostile. Then it's been so long since we've seen a trader. It'd be nice to actually, you know, have that. What is your medical skill, Medbot? 8. Do the autopsies give him experience? I mean, I assume they give him experience. I assume that's part of the point of the autopsies. Yeah. I mean, obviously, the bigger point of the autopsies is they give you a bunch of body parts to sell, obviously. Oh, that's probably the drop pod raid. Relationship. Must be other prisoner. Yeah. Okay. Well, it looks like everybody's just repairing and shit. That's a lot of pods. Preparing for a while. Do not, yeah. Oh, it's a lot of pods, but it's not as many people as it looked like it might have been. Oh man, that's way too good. Oh, we gotta shut these guys down or they'll run down there. Okay, let's just see recall all. Yeah, okay, that's all we have to do is recall. God, maybe I should put my other dudes on the mortars too. Just, might as well, it's safer. Oh, nope, they're beginning their assault. Okay, you guys go back. Whoops. You hold fire. Sorry, you guys defensive positions. Go back, not back to doing whatever. How are we doing? We killed a lot of them. We killed 37. Wait, how many are there? Oh, there was like 100 of them. Yeah, that was a big raid. I mean, it still is a pretty big raid. Okay, let's not hold fire yet, because they're not here quite yet. That's the other thing. Like, if we go Hildegard and we have more raids, we already spent a lot of time cleaning up after raids. Like, I don't know. Alright, when are you gonna fire? Not anytime immediately soon. Yeah, so let's put it back on hold fire. They're damaged, so they're kind of staggered, which is good. Bunch of junk weapons again, too, though. Also, once the quarry is exhausted, we're not going to do prisoners anymore. We'll tear the prisoner down at that point. This is a pretty effective kill box. Are they all fleeing, or is that... Oh, they're all fleeing. I guess because we killed like half. Well, that's fine. I prefer them to flee before they all filter into the kill box, because then we don't have to worry about killing all the stragglers who are still in the kill box. Yeah, so you haul urgently. You were a new one. Where are all the corpses? Wait. Some of these are new. Oh, they're not forbidden, I guess, because they're in home zone. I was thinking the corpses would default to forbidden. Ooh, button down and devil strand pants. Yes, please. That's excellent stuff there. Yeah, most of them ended up down here. Hyperweave duster. Sick. That's really good. You haul urgently. The Hyperweave duster, I think, might be... Let's take a look at it. So the duster has good coverage. 60% sharp armor, right? Whereas this here is 106 sharp armor, but it is middle and outer. So if we do the duster, we actually get a flak vest underneath. So I think the next... We might save that for a T800. So they're all leaving. So allow all of this mess. Death in 1 hour. Nobody can make it. Oh, you're just unconscious, which is interesting. You can go capture this person in case they get back up. Death in 2, 4, 3. I don't think we can get to any of them in time. Or, I mean, we could probably get to them, but I don't think we can actually rescue them in time. Why don't you come down here and strip this one? I think, yeah, and you're done. Metallic wool t-shirt. That's pretty good, too. We'll have to wait till they die. Haul urgently. Haul urgently. I mean, ooh, Hyperweave button down. Once we have enough of a stockpile of the best, another Hyperweave button down. These guys came with really good gear. Metallic wool pants. This might be... So what I was just about to say may now be true. Once we have enough of a stockpile of good gear, we can stop micromanaging the corpses for gear. And just start letting them... Another Hyperweave. It's poor quality. It's still probably pretty good. 32%, yeah. So we should remove the button-down shirts from the poor quality one. Ooh, a silver flak helmet. Haul urgently so we can tear that apart. Marine armor. I think that should be good. We just need to do... Which one's the bad one? I never remember this. Awful to poor. So we'll just remove button-down shirt from this one permanently. Because as long as the higher quality one is processing the button-down shirts, then it's fine. Activate you. Who do we task with jobs? Soldier. And I think Doc. The med unit. Oh, you're already... Well, don't... Yeah, okay. Right. Oh, we got some new downed people here. Let's take a look. Death in 2, not gonna make it. Death in 2, not gonna make it. I sent you to strip that other person. Oh, and we got another one over here that went down. I think Pumpkin went down. Death in 2. Okay, so let's take you since you're close. We'll micromanage you. How are you doing? Death in 3, death in 2. Alright, you go strip and strip. Then we got other people heading this way, so we'll grab the next one of them. And the Nanos is down. Why don't you go down here and strip this person? And then one of you can strip and strip. And then you... Oh. Haul urgently. Just gonna flag the perishables. Hold on, you didn't get hauled urgently. You have a helmet, so I do want you hauled urgently. Drugs. More drugs. Good quality flak pants. Haul those urgently. Hyperweave parka that isn't tainted. Haul that urgently. Oh geez, yeah, they're overflowed to the point where they're getting dumped into the stockpile. Doc. What did I do with you, Doc? Where are you in the lineup even? Here. Too many corpses. Oh, are they frozen in here at least? Fresh, not refrigerated. Okay, shit. Some of them will probably decay inside, which is not ideal. Dumping human meat out here, that's fine. Yeah, what I'm going to do is, I said I was going to commit to switching to Hildegard, but I'm a fucking liar. I'm going to switch to Hildegard if we find ourselves in another lull where we have nothing to do. Right now we got so much crap that, like, if we switch to Hildegard, we're just going to keep having more crap. But once I switch to it, I'm not going to go back unless it just becomes too much tedium with cleaning up after all the raids. We are at an hour. We'll let it go for a little bit longer. I'd rather deal with like processing all these corpses now at the end of an episode rather than at the start of a new episode. But if anything happens, any sorts of threats that we need to deal with, we're going to wait to do that later. Also, it's a good time to do an apparel management at the end of the episode as well. Good quality marine armor. Right there. We should give that to whichever one of the original T-800s doesn't have good quality marine armor. You have normal on scientist, so you upgrade to good. Also, if we can find you a hyperweave button down, or a hyperweave or a metallic button down. Hyperweave button down, there you go. We'll switch you to that. All right. What else? This duster should end up in this stockpile, and I want to make sure it does because we really want to keep this. So let's watch where that goes very carefully. Hauling bot has it. Hauling bot to stockpile zone 1. Okay, you're hauling it to the overflow. Normal. Critical. Oh, this is probably excellent to legendary. Let's go put this to normal. Shit. No, I don't want to do that. Excellent to legendary. Okay, let's micromanage it. You, come here. Too heavy. Too heavy to pick up a coat? What the fuck? Alright, you pick it up. Alright, and you go over here. Right, and then you go like this. And then we just forbid it. Yeah, okay. So, that's the duster taken care of. We have metallic wool pants here. Okay, so let's just forbid these so that we can find them. We'll go through... Okay, that's actually in... I might just sell that because it's a t-shirt. Another set of pants. Parka t-shirt, pants, hyperweave pants here. Hyperweave t-shirt here. So the rhinoceros leather t-shirt's pretty redundant at this point. Oh wow, we're actually not using that much Devil Strand anymore at this point. That's good. So who here has Devil Strand pants? Throne 600J. Where are you? Okay, you're way out there hauling shit. That makes sense. That makes sense. You, when you get back, switch to these. Actually, well, yeah, we've already queued it up. I don't really care what happens to the Devil Strand pants anymore. Because we have so many. Hyperweave button down. Okay, so where did he go? Here. He also has a Hyperweave T-shirt. We should switch to a button down. Carrying Devil Strand button down shirt. That's another thing we want. Do we want any T-shirts? 40%. Button down Devil Strand 28%. This barely covers anything, right? Torso and shoulders. We're just gonna not use T-shirts just for the sake of micromanaging shit. It's less crap to micromanage if we don't ever care about T-shirts. Oops. So if we go here, storage, no T-shirts, right? And then we go find any button downs we want to keep and haul them urgently. They should prioritize, well, we have to wait till the other shirts are removed. Yeah, so now if we do that, damn it, something else got prioritized. Haul urgently. There we go. Light leather button down. It's probably crap. Holy smokes, it's a lot of shit. Alright, do another check. Devil Strand button down. Devil Strand button down. Those are both not tainted ones. And then there's that one. Nobody has anything worse than Devil Strand. 2 people have Devil Strand button down shirts. But we don't have any spare Hyperweave. We have Hyperweave T-shirts that we could equip, but we're not going to bother. We'll keep the Hyperweave T-shirt on the one person who has one, just because who gives a shit. And we didn't get any other marine armor yet? No, no other high-quality marine armor. I didn't check the quality when I prioritized everybody to be stripped. Med, what are you doing? Researching. I need you. Cannot butcher, need material. Okay. Do we have a robot butchering? Yes. Okay, so the big problem here is the overflow stockpile. So if we increase this radius out to, say, here, it's going to be inefficient because it's going to be hauling from a long ways away, but, oh, need material. Interesting. Not sure why it doesn't work. And we have our organ crates full. Ugh. This is a mess. Complete mess. Way too much crap in this colony again. Just butcher all corpses. It honestly doesn't matter. Just process bodies day and night. We have so many textiles. Okay, Universal Autocrafters. So now we need the third tier. Let's take a look at those. So Autocrafters exist where? Ah, here, assembler. Work to build, work done, install, construction requirement. Yeah, I don't know if they're, we'll wait for the other ones. I don't know if they're worth doing. I don't know if doing them now is better than waiting for the other ones, so we're just gonna wait for the other ones. Berserk. On a prisoner. Turrets will make short work of them. Somebody will deal with them shortly. Still working on components. We haven't gotten like any plasteel made, which is fine. Let's drop this to 40. Okay, let's not put nutrient paste meals in here. There's no point. I might light the airlocks too, just for the heck of it. Can we not? Because it's... Nope, we can. That looks cool. It's still weirdly less red around here. I wonder if that's light leaking through from this lamp. It must be. It's something that makes sense. Oh, we should check all of the prisoners' requirements. Because I think we've been kind of... Okay, how do we... Here, yeah. So paste. I don't think some of these are ever set up. Actually, this doesn't really matter. But the work tab does matter. Yeah, we only ever actually set one of these up properly. The other ones have just been cleaning. That explains a little bit. And then they probably don't have a schedule that's proper either. Whoops. Should look into... I'm sure there's got to be like a mod around that... standardizes prisoner settings, makes them like default, because I don't think that's base game. Well, there's this, which is just the default for medicine. I want a default for like prisoner work tab, which is not a base game thing at all, and then like meals. But meals don't actually matter because they can't go in the freezer. It's just a matter of if we have any meals in there, they'll haul them. Which is whatever. Actually, it'd be better to just alter the lavish setting. And remove anything that's worth selling, like chocolate and packaged survival meals, and then anything that'll piss them off, like corpses. Yeah, we'll just do that, because we don't use food, so... There's no reason not to edit the default. Alright, let's see if we got everything we want hauled in this episode. Actually, I can check that between episodes. There's no reason to make you watch that. Wow, look at this fucking mess, though. Oh, shit. Well, if it's a corpse inside the room, we might as well strip it, but, shit. A bunch of them are rotting now in this stockpile. That's what happens when we get back-to-back raids, apparently. Yeah, none of these corpses are good ones either. Which makes sense. The ones we hauled urgently got processed the soonest and froze and whatnot. So the corpses in this stockpile are going to be ones with junk gear that they hauled later. It looks like we didn't do too bad. A few rotten corpses is not the end of the world. We could do another butcher table, too. Which honestly might be worth it. Oh, solar flare and a scram on the reactor. That's bad. Are these guys affected by solar flares? Yeah, they're not supposed to be, but that setting resets every time. So I'm not going to bother with it unless we get attacked during the solar flare, in which case I'm going to remove it. Because it's bullshit. It's not supposed to be a thing. Solar flares are already devastating at this difficulty level because all the defenses are shut down. You have to rely on just your dudes. So the fact that all our dudes get nerfed as well is nonsense. It's complete, utter nonsense. Alright, you know what? We're going to just leave it off here. There's no reason to wait for the solar flare to end. We can just start the next episode in a solar flare. That'll be something at least to do at the start, so... Yep. Later, everybody.